Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in my fall cozy girl era, and because of that, I've been playing a lot more Animal Crossing. So chat wanted some more Animal Crossing content. Now, today's video is going to be an island tour, but I hate to break it to you, my island's a bit of a wreck. I haven't really done a lot to it, and because I'm so new to Animal Crossing, I'm not even sure where to start. So if you have any advice on just Animal Crossing design in general, please leave a comment. This is almost a cry for help, genuinely. So first, I'm going to show you my map, and then we're going to take a little stroll around my village. So we're going to start off with our residence. So you have my house in the top left corner. I put it up there because it's beside a waterfall, and I thought it'd be really relaxing and peaceful. But as for my villagers, we have Maddie, Nate, Kit, Octavian, Biddy, Cleo, Kat, Marina, Rolf, and Ribbit. A lot of these villagers do not match the aesthetic of what I want for my island, but they're all kind of just villagers I have. Some have left over time, but these are what I currently have. I love Marina and Octavia. They're definitely villagers I will always keep, and I'm a big fan of Cleo as well. So as for the layout of my island, we have resident services in the bottom with the shop and the tailors on each side, then the museum. I built it almost like a downtown core, which I like, but there's houses intermingled with it as well as houses kind of around the outskirts, so I'm not loving that. I put the campsite farther out of the way, so that way it's, people want their campsite to be quiet, a little bit of personal space, and no one wants a campsite right beside a house. So I moved it out of the way, but I think it could have even more of its own space. So I'll show you that as well. And the airport where we are starting. So please let me know any comments about my island. I genuinely would love the feedback and love to hear anything you have to say. So as for my island, we have this walkway up to resident services. I have this little table over here and no chairs yet, but I'm gonna add some. But just a little sitting area, a little place for people to mingle. Over here we have a little apple garden for Nate to sit under, but it's also getting into fall, so I wanted there to be some apple trees and apple picking. So this is Kat's house. I haven't really done anything with their yards, but I wanted each of them to have a yard where they could have their own space. So that's why I gave them enough space for there to be yards. Then we have a Ribbit's house. Again, another big yard, but Ribbit's house is one of those houses that doesn't match what I see for the village in the future, so I'm not sure how long I'll have them. Up here we have the museum and a little fountain. This is a walkway over to my gardens. I'll show you that in a little bit. And over here we go back to resident services and the downtown court with the tailors. And over here is the shop, which is all decorated for Halloween. The road continues, and if you go down, it'll take you to Maddie's house, which again, Maddie was one of my first villagers, so I gave her a little bit of space for a yard, as well as Octavian's house. I gave Octavian this really cool tree because it fit in this space for the road, as well as a little red bike to match his house. I'm not sold on my pathways and my roads. I think it's kind of chaotic, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's, a case of your art being too personal, but I don't like it. Then over the bridge, there's this walkway into this little forest. I like the trees and the beach. I think it makes sense over here. And up this cliff is a pergola with a lookout area. A little place to sit, relax, just look out on the water. I think it's really peaceful and was a good addition, especially because this cliff was kind of useless otherwise. Over here we have more of a beach and a few fruit trees. We have my coconut trees on the sand, and we have this rock formation back here. There wasn't really a lot I could have done with that space, so I'm happy I put that there. And across these ponds is my fruit trees. We have oranges, cherries, pears, and apples. Peaches were native to my island, so I don't have a lot of peach trees anymore. I really do prefer apple trees. I think they're a lot more versatile and very good for fall. Now we have my garden. I have every color of pumpkin. We have bamboo, tomato, wheat, carrots, and potatoes. These are really pretty. The lights light up at night and just bring such a beauty to the garden. I have little mushroom and flower pathways as well, just to liven up the space, not just be all stone. Up here, we have another pair of string lights and some money trees. I figured I would have like a little good luck garden. So I have this area over here, just a sitting place by a waterfall, something peaceful. You hear the sound of the water. Come here, relax. Another space I wasn't honestly sure what to do with. Over here on the other side of this cliff, it's just an empty forest. I want to populate it with more trees, but for now, I have no idea what I'm putting there. Same goes for up here. You can see how bare everything is. I have a little pool and some seating area. I'm not sold on even just the aesthetic of that. I don't think it matches. This is my house and my front yard. I have nothing to show for it, really. I need a little bit more furniture, I think. A little patio area would be cool. As well as just some other outdoor things, more trees, more bushes. I know I need to add more trees for sure. When you come down here, there's a dirt pathway that leads you. When you come down here, there's a dirt pathway that leads you all the way to a campsite. So over here, we have the campsite up and ready for fall. We have a little fire pit with a pot over it, a radio, laundry, and we also have another fire pit over here just for camping vibes. A little lantern, some leaves. 'Tis the season to be fall. So down here, if you continue, there's another village. Down here, you have Marina's house. I ended up giving Marina this pink car that my friend and moderator Goth Darn gave me. So I was like, it fits really well with Marina's house. I'll give it to her. And a nice little pink bench. I love Marina's house and her aesthetic, so that's kind of the vibe I'm going for my island. But I also have Biddy's house here. And down here is Nate's house. I haven't been on my island in a few days, so that's why I haven't collected any of the fossils or, money trees or anything like that. And then if you continue to the left, we have more housing. I believe this is, yes, Rolf's house. A little yard, nothing too big. And then this is Cleo's house on the beach. I figured her house kind of gave me like beachy vibes, so it made sense there. And we also have... Whose house is this? Oh, Kit's. This is Kit's house. So, again, on the beach, you have little yards, little fences, and then more road continuing down this way. I also have a little bit of a beach aesthetic. I have a towel here to lay on and some beach chairs, but I need to grab more of these and create almost like, I would love a food stand up here, something for people to go to from the beach, maybe parking for people to drive to the beach. And I have this almost like a walkway for the entire road because I thought it would make sense, especially if it's down by the water, give it a bit of a California vibe. And then we're back to the main area on the island. Now, again, I'm not sold on just even the furniture I have. Ideally, I would love some more trees, add bushery, I would love some more trees, add some bushes, add some flowers, plants, and I just have a lot of empty space. So I think trees might do it, especially because the trees change with the season. So I think it would look really nice. I do like my bridges, but unfortunately I put them all on angles, which don't make sense for the paths in the road. So I'm gonna have to find out a way to make the paths line up with the bridges, like the roads. But my favorite part is this area. I really do love this flower waterfall section, my fruit trees, and my garden is just really gorgeous. I worked really hard on just this section alone, and I think this took a lot of my energy and creativity. So I don't know if I would change the garden. Even the location is really beautiful. But any advice for anything else would be phenomenal. I have a lot of just empty space, and even just tips on getting really cool items or how to create a layout for the island would be amazing. So this has been my island tour. I hope you like it. Any advice you guys leave in the comments, I will be sure to put to use before the end of fall so we get to see the outcome. But in the meantime, just let me know what you think of my island. Please be gentle. I am new. And thank you for watching. Bye!